Ellie tried to smile. "Then I've saved you the trouble." The Duchess had an impish gleam in her eye. "I thought we might have a comfortable coze before everyone else arrives." Ellie's stomach clenched, and all her carefully cultivated calm evaporated. There was no such thing as a comfortable coze with the Duchess of Love. That would be deep breath. Lovely. "Splendid. Come have a seat and I'll ring for tea." Her Grace grasped the tasseled bell-pull and paused, her gaze dropping to Ellie's hands. "But what have you there?" What?" Ellie glanced down. Oh, blast. "Nothing." She dropped the embarrassing silk undergarment on the night table. It promptly slithered to the floor. Good. It would be less noticeable there. "I was unpacking when you came in." The Duchess frowned again. "Should I come back later, then?" "No, of course not." There was no point in putting this interview off. The sooner she knew the woman's plans, the sooner she could plan evasive. She clenched her teeth. No, not this year. "You're certain?" "Yes." Ellie moved away from the incriminating red fabric. "Excellent." Her Grace tugged on the bell-pull and sat in the pink-upholstered chair, her back to the puddle of silk. "I told Mrs. Dalton to have cook send up some of her special macaroons. It will be a while until dinner, and we need to keep up our strength, don't we?" "I'm afraid I'm not hungry." Ellie would almost rather dance on the castle's parapets naked, or wearing only those damn red drawers, than put anything in her mouth at the moment. She perched on a chair across from Ned's mother. "Oh," the Duchess's face fell. "But please, don't let me keep you from having something." It was a wonder the woman stayed so slim. She had a prodigious sweet tooth. Her Grace smiled hopefully. "Perhaps you'll feel hungrier when you see cook's macaroons." "Perhaps." And perhaps pigs would fly. Ellie cleared her throat. "You had something of a particular nature you wished to discuss, Your Grace?" "Yes." "Damn." "No. Good. Very good. Excellent." The tone hadn't christened Ned's mother the Duchess of Love for nothing. She'd been matchmaking for as long as Ellie could remember, usually with great success. Ellie was one of her few failures. But this year would be different. This year Ellie was determined to cooperate. "I was chatting with your mamma the other day," the Duchess was saying, her eyes rather too direct. "She's quite concerned about your future, you know." Ellie shifted on her chair. Of course she knew. Mamma never missed an opportunity to remind her that her future looked very bleak indeed. She'd been going on and on about it while Ellie packed, telling her how, if she allowed herself to dwindle into an old maid, she'd be forced to rely on the charity of her younger sisters, forever shuttled between their homes, always an aunt, never a mother. Perhaps that's why she'd brought those damn drawers instead of her shawl. She'd been so distracted. She could probably have packed the chamber pot and not noticed. "I believe Mamma likes to worry." The Duchess laughed. "Well, that's what mothers do, worry, as I'm sure you'll learn yourself some day." "Ah," Ellie swallowed. Her Grace leaned forward to touch her knee. "You do want to be a mother, don't you?" Ellie swallowed again. "Yes." She wanted children so badly she was giving up her dream of Ned. Her ridiculous, pointless, foolish dream. "Of course, eventually." The Duchess gave her a pointed look. "My dear, you are 26 years old. Eventually is now." Ellie pressed her lips together. Very true. Hadn't she just reached the same conclusion? "And to be a mother, you must first be a wife." Her Grace sat back. "To be a wife, you need to attach some eligible gentlemen's regard. I believe you spent a little too much time with Ash last year. That will never do." "I like Ash." The Marquis of Ashton, the Duchess's oldest son, was intelligent and witty and safe. "Of course you like Ash, dear, but I must tell you more than one person remarked to me how often you were in his company." Ellie